Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're watching me for the first time, hi, my name is Radhika. I make beauty related content here on YouTube. So if you enjoy watching such content, please hit the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon right next to it so that every time I upload a video, you will get notified about it. In today's video, I am actually doing a makeup look and I am doing my intro with a bare naked face without makeup because I want you guys to watch the video till the end so that you guys will know what is the exact look that I create and how did I create it. And I am creating that look using this PAC X Jovita. All you need set of 8 makeup brushes. This is what I'm going to be using, only these brushes and obviously the makeup products, but only these brushes as the tools. So if you guys want to know how this performs, because this is basically a first impression plus a review sort of a video with an additional makeup tutorial as well. So if you guys actually want to know what I feel about these brushes, please keep on watching. So let's begin with talking about the brushes, but the first thing that I actually want to tell you is about the outer packaging. It's a very nice, very sturdy outer packaging. It's very nice and sturdy and it has all the information. It also has what kind of brushes are there in this and what can you do with those brushes, like it's mentioned on this, which is actually a really great thing because that way you don't really have to think about how do I use particular brushes and all of that. Everything is mentioned on this, which is actually really great. This is a brush set of 8 brushes and Jovita actually claims that you only need these 8 brushes on a regular basis. This one retails for 2,995 rupees, but I actually got my hands on this during the hot pink sale and at that time it retailed for only 2,500 rupees for me because उस time पे 15% का discount चल रहा था, so it retailed only for 2,500 for me, like 25 ऊपर थोड़ा सा, but 2,500 around. So which I feel is a pretty good deal because it has 8 brushes. Now before I show you what the pouch is, I give you a sneak peek. The outer packaging, what I like is the entire holographic thing that is going on onto this. I really like, and I like the logo, like how they've done the PAC and then the Jovita X Jovita. They've done really nice thing, and then they have actually, the name of these brushes is this, all you need. So they've done a very nice holographic thing on this as well. A really nice thing, to be very honest. I'm really impressed with the packaging. This is the outer packaging. When you actually see the inside packaging of how the brushes are and what the outer packaging, like in what pouch they came in, you'll actually be impressed. So this is what the holographic pouch looks like. I really like this packaging. I really like the pouch. Very good quality, very good quality. And to give it a very personal touch on its chain runner, they have also mentioned PAC on one side and Jovita on the other side, which is a really nice thing. Now is the moment of reveal. So this is how the brushes come, very nicely packed, and then there are certain big brushes that come in this mesh sort of a thing, like there is the plastic and then there's this mesh also on this. Like if you can see this mesh, it has this mesh which actually protects the brush really nicely. This is actually the powder sculpt. So the one thing that I really like about these brushes is that they've also mentioned the name, like इस पे outer packaging पे they have mentioned that what exactly does each of the brush do and what are the names of the brushes, but they've also mentioned those names on the brush itself, so which is a really nice thing. It's very easy that way to actually identify that which is which brush that way. So I have not done my skin prep except for washing my face. For washing the face, I've used my OG, which is the Body Shop Tea Tree skin clearing face wash. It's a very nice face wash, and now I've not used any toner because I'm going to apply makeup और उसके बाद वापस से remove करना पड़ेगा obviously. So I'm just going to moisturize my face, for which I'm using the Dot & Key 72 hour hydrating gel plus probiotics. As you can see, I've used it pretty much and I'm almost at the verge of actually finishing it up. So it's a very nice moisturizer, very lightweight gel consistency. It has absorbs in the skin really nicely. But before I actually apply this moisturizer, let me just tie my hair up so that it does not come in the way while I'm applying the makeup. Now that I've pulled the hair back, we'll apply the moisturizer. I'll take a bit of it on my palms, massage it all over my face really nicely. They've done a detailed review on this. I will leave the link of it up here in the cards for you guys to go and check it out. And now that this is done, we're going to actually let the moisturizer absorb a little bit, and we're going to start with the eye makeup. For eye makeup, the palette that I'm using, I haven't used it for quite a while now, so the palette that I'm using is this Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. Really love this, very pigmented, has really nice color story as well, like the colors and the shades and everything, they are pretty good, like pretty good. So now that this is done, I'm actually going to take a concealer and apply on my lids, for which I am going to be using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer in the shade medium Tawny. This is actually something that matches my skin tone really well, so I'm going to be using that. I'll apply it on my eyelids, and then I'm going to take this concealer buffer brush. Oh wow, I really like the way it is actually blending. Now I'm going to set my concealer that I applied on the eyelids, and for which I'm using this Just Herbs Mattifying and Hydrating Compact Powder. This is in the shade Ivory. So I'm going to take a little bit of it and apply it on my eyelids to set that concealer so that it does not crease in any way. And I'm liking the way it is actually working on my eyelids, like the brush, because you know the tools that you use also play a very important role into actually applying the product. If the product is good but your brush is not, you might feel that the product is not working good. Now we are going to start with the eye look, and like I said, I'm using this. So since there is just one buffer brush in this, which is the blender brush, I'm going to use crease all over my lid, and not just on the upper crease area, but all over the lid. Now I'm just going to rub this brush on the back of my hand, so that if there is any leftover product in this, it just goes away. And then I'm going to take or pick up the shade Libra, dust off the excess, and work on the lid area. See, I'm not doing a very heavy sort of a look. I'm doing something that can be easily achieved. Now I'm going to take this brush eyeshadow packer, and I'm going to pick up the shade Ultraviolet, which is a very nice violet sort of a shade, and I'm going to put it on my lid area. Oh wow. Now that the glitter has been applied, or the shimmer shade has been applied, I'm taking this crease blender brush again, packing it with picking up the shade Libra again, and dusting off the excess obviously, and then just working on the crease area with it, so that everything blends up and looks all seamless. Now next we're going to start with the base. I've already applied moisturizer, and that actually does a partial work of a primer, so which is why I'm not using a primer in today's makeup tutorial. So I'm jumping right away onto foundation, and the foundation that I'm using is the Lakme 925 Primer Plus Matte Perfect Cover Foundation in the shade Warm Beige. This is what my shade is. Also, I have tanned a little bit, so I'm not really sure that how is it actually going to look onto my skin, because when I purchased this I was not this tanned. And now I'm using the foundation Kabuki brush from obviously the same set. I'm just going to, oh nice, it's blending really nicely. Not really sure if you guys can see, but it is actually blending the foundation really nicely. Oh, it's not leaving any brush streaks also, which is a good thing. Now I'm going to apply the concealer, and it's the same concealer that I have applied earlier on my eyelids, which is the Wet n Wild Medium 20 Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Medium 20. I'm applying it under my eyes because that's the only place where I feel I should be applying it at the moment. Probably like something over here to just give it a nice definition. And I'm using this concealer buffer brush, the same brush that I'd used it on my eyelids. I'm using the same brush. Now I'm going to set my under eye concealer so that it does not crease, and for that I am actually going to be using this powder sculpt brush, and the product that I'm using is actually this Wearified IRL airbrush powder. This is actually a loose powder. Now basically it has this kind of a lid, but it is not something that dispenses off the product very easily, which is why I've taken off that lid and I'm using it directly from here. So I'm just going to pat my brush into this and apply it under the eyes. Now I know you might feel कि ये थोड़ा सा white कर रहा है, but over time it is actually going to go away. That whiteness is actually going to go away. Now that the setting of the under eyes and the entire face is done, we're actually going to be taking this pencil brush right here from PAC, and I'm going to pick up the shade Libra for the under eyes. I'm picking up the shade Libra, dusting off the excess and applying it on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take an angled liner brush, and from the same palette I'm taking the shade Vortex, which is a nice blackish sort of a color, and I'm going to create a 4-wing liner. So after doing the liner part, I also did the kajal. Like if you guys can see on the outer corner of my eyes, I used the same shade on the outer corner to create that faux kajal kind of a look, so that I don't exactly have to use a kajal or a liner to do that. I just did it with eyeshadow. The entire look of my eyes have actually been done with an eyeshadow, and I'm done with my base. Like I'm not going to do contouring and anything. I'm just going to apply blush, a little bit of highlighter. Now I'm going to apply blush. For this I'm using the K Beauty matte blush in the shade Dusty Rose, using the powder brush because this is very pigmented, let me tell you, so you have to be very careful with the application of this. Now with the same brush I'm actually going to apply the highlighter as well, and the highlighter that I'm using is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Blossom Glow, and like I said, I'm using the same brush in this as well. This is a really nice pigmented highlighter. A very subtle but yet a very pigmented one. Now I'm going to be using this Cream Precision brush to actually apply highlighter on the inner corner of my eyes, because I feel that this is an apt brush more than the pencil brush. This is a much apt brush to actually use to apply highlighter on the inner corner of the eyes. Now I'm applying mascara, for which I am going to be using this Mars Fabulash mascara. It's a very nice mascara, very dense sort of, but before that I'm actually going to curl my lashes, for which I am going to be using, I think this is from Vega, I'm not really sure. So I'm going to first curl my lashes and then I'm going to apply mascara, and this is how I'm going to curl my lashes. Oh no, this is from Bronson. It does curl the lashes really nicely, and the rest of the job will be done by this mascara because it's that good. Very nice volumizing mascara. Does the job of actually volumizing your lashes really nicely. I don't apply mascara on the lower lash line, like the lower lashes, so I am not going to do that. So with the makeup, that's about it. I'm done. Now if you are somebody who's actually wearing this look and going outside, you can apply or you can spray a nice makeup fixer, but I am actually not going out anywhere and I don't want this makeup to stay for a really long time, so I'm not using a makeup fixer or wasting the makeup fixer to just apply it for this tutorial, but you can do it. I will leave one recommendation in the description box below. Next lastly we are applying lipstick, and for that I'm using this Bellora Paris Leave No Evidence liquid matte liquid lipstick in the shade 16 Tea Time. It's a beautiful shade. It's a beautiful nude sort of a shade, rose nude shade. And with that lipstick, we're actually at the end of the makeup tutorial. We're actually done with the makeup tutorial. But before I give my outro of the video, I want to give my final verdict on what I feel about these brushes. So first thing, the packaging is really great, very sturdy. This pouch is so versatile that it is going to be something that will not only hold these 8 brushes, but all the brushes that I have. They're not many, but yeah, all the brushes that I have, this one pouch will actually be able to hold. So that's a great thing, because that way my vanity box that I take along with me while I'm traveling does not have to hold the brushes. All my brushes will be at one place, and all my cosmetics and my makeup products will actually be at one place, which is my vanity box. So which is a yay, because this is a very nice quality pouch with a very nice quality chain as well. So that's a really nice thing. Now coming on to the brushes, these 8 brushes are actually something that is all that you need for, you know, doing your makeup look, a simple yet elegant makeup look. This is all that you need. The star of the entire set is actually this powder sculpt, because this is such a versatile one. First thing, the shape of it is so nice. It's this dome shaped powder brush that reaches on all corners of your face, and this is the brush that I used for most of my makeup, which is for, you know, applying the powder or the compact powder on the eyelid concealer, for setting the eyelid concealer, on the under eye concealer, for applying the blush and the highlighter. So this is one of the most versatile brushes, and also one of the most dense and most useful brush in this entire kit. The concealer buffer brush, they should have used a less denser or an angled in the same dense. That would have been easy for, you know, for this to reach on all parts of your under eye area, especially like I have a lot of place, so I don't have a problem. But people who do not happen to have a lot of place on this, on the inner corner especially, it'll become a bit difficult for them to to blend the concealer on the under eye area. So if they would have done something about this, it would have been great. But overall, this brush as a whole is actually a really nice investment that you should make if you are a beginner. This brush set, and if you have the budget of actually spending almost 3,000 rupees on a brush set of 8 brushes, then this is something that you should definitely have in your vanity, because it is something that is actually going to be very helpful for you. But yeah, as a whole, these 8 brushes are actually a steal deal. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed watching this video in any way at all, please hit the like button, comment down below and let me know how you enjoyed watching it, and also share this video with your family and friends. And if you and your family and friends haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do that. Follow me on Instagram. The links to all my social media handles and all the purchase links of everything that I've used in today's video, all the makeup products and this brush set, everything is going to be mentioned in the description box below for you guys to go and refer. I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, bye guys, stay home, stay safe.